All right, here's some big breaking coming in. Devendra Fadnavis, as he reaches in Delhi, is set to be meeting with Amit Shah. There's also huge speculation that he's going to be meeting with National President of the BJP, JP Nadda, or BL Santosh also. A meeting could be on the cards with him. As per sources, this is the latest as we get. Fadnavis now to be meeting BJP President JP Nadda or BL Santosh. He's now meeting with Amit Shah in just a few moments from now. In fact, our reporter Aishwarya Paliwal is right outside Amit Shah's home in Delhi. Fadnavis is due to arrive there. He's going to be communicating to him on the developments that happened in Maharashtra, possibly with a set plan that will be presented to Home Minister Amit Shah. Remember, we know that the seat sharing or the power sharing pact between the Shinde rebel camp and Fadnavis BJP has already been drawn out, and it appears now that this will be placed before Home Minister Amit Shah to try and see if they could move forward with this power sharing pact. Ritvik Balekar joining us, tracking those developments. Ritvik, Devendra Fadnavis to be meeting with Amit Shah first, and then his next meeting could likely be with National President JP Nadda and also with BL Santosh. Likely that he'll be meeting them. What does this really signify at this point?
Yeah, we can say that now BJP is in action mode, and we saw that Devendra Fadnavis has reached Delhi. Now there will be talks within the party as to what will be the proposal for the Shinde camp, if they are going to join or merge the party with them, or whatever the options are there in front of them. The first talks will be of what portfolios they'll be offering to Shinde camp, because from Shinde camp the sources were telling us that there are 13 total seats, portfolios, which have been demanded by Eknath Shinde and the rebel MLAs, in which 8 will be cabinet portfolios and remaining 5 will be of Minister of State. So there are right now 5 cabinet ministers in the rebel camp of Eknath Shinde, and they are demanding 3 more cabinet posts. So it really needs to be discussed and talked with the party leaders, with the high commands in the Delhi, and obviously Devendra Fadnavis has approached and reached Delhi. He will have talks. They'll formulate what and how the ministry will be, the cabinet will be, and the date on which the whole procedure will go on.
All right. So, Ritvik, as per the power sharing formula, we hear that Shinde may just ask and press for Deputy Chief Minister. But why not for the Chief Minister? Is Fadnavis adamant that that will not be compromised?
I don't think in a state like Maharashtra, when BJP is coming back to power, and with the merger of a group which they claim to be the Shiv Sena, because many videos are still coming in from the rebel MLAs that they have not left Shiv Sena. The plan looks like that they will be merging with a party called Shiv Sena, which is now hijacked by Eknath Shinde, and they have the 2/3 of the majority. So definitely the numbers, if we see the numbers, 106 numbers are with BJP. That's the highest number, though they are still in opposition. We saw MVA coming together and defeating them and coming to power. Now if they have more number, they'll be definitely sticking to CM post and not be offering it to Eknath Shinde.
Okay. Ritvik, stay with us. You know, India Today has been the first to sense or have some kind of inkling on what could happen in the near future. And that was evident in this interview that India Today had with Devendra Fadnavis back in the years, just before the 2019 elections at that point. In fact, from what we see here, India Today had asked Devendra Fadnavis about a possible Shinde rebellion way back in 2021. India Today's Kamlesh Sutar had asked Fadnavis, if at all, Devendra Fadnavis had a man like Scindia, like how in Madhya Pradesh, Scindia was a factor to get the BJP back to power. If Fadnavis had a man like Scindia in the form of Shinde to get back to power. Fadnavis at that point had laughed it off, but somehow this prediction has come to be true quite eerily.
मध्य प्रदेश मध्ये शिंदे सापडले, म्हणजे ज्योतिरादित्य शिंदे सापडले. महाराष्ट्रात कोणी असं अशी कुठलीही शिंदे नाही. असं कुठलेही शिंदे नाहीत. चर्चेत असलेले म्हणजे जे आता एक निवडणूक हारलेले शिंदे, शिवसेनेतले शिंदे, अजून काँग्रेसमध्ये आता कोणी.
Back to Ritik on that. Ritik, you know, from what we see that Devendra Fadnavis now is all set to be meeting with Home Minister Amit Shah, and we saw a small clipping of that interview that Kamlesh Sutar had with Devendra Fadnavis in 2021 when they asked Fadnavis if at all he has an axe ready, just like how Scindia's help was used to bring back BJP to power in Madhya Pradesh. Just like that, if Shinde is the man for Devendra Fadnavis, that was in fact a point put to Fadnavis back in 2021, and he reacted with jest, laughter there, and didn't really respond to it, but it seems like that really has come true today. Ritvik, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, absolutely. We can say that because I think this interview is 6 months old, and the talks were in the political circles of Maharashtra since the MVA government was established. It came into being because there's a reason behind it. They say that Eknath Shinde was the first choice of Uddhav Thackeray to be made chief minister in MVA Sarkar. But what happened? There was a demand from Congress and NCP, specifically if we could name it, Sharad Pawar went ahead and said that MVA could only survive if Uddhav Thackeray will come to the post of CM, if he takes the post of CM. And there were also talks, and there were also news coming in at that time by sources that Subhash Desai, the senior leader of Shiv Sena, and also Sanjay Raut were the one who opposed Eknath Shinde to be made CM from the party. And since then, we saw this conflict brewing. We saw that there were talks in the political circle, there were murmur in the political circles about Shinde being very disappointed and thinking of another options. But it never came into foray. And after 2.5 years, we are seeing what's happening, what's unfolding in Maharashtra. The whole nation is watching it. This kept brewing, and for a longer time they tried to stay together, but now we could see the result.